The story of an athlete who could train forever despite injuries. Imagine being too big and bulky to barely fit into any sports except weight training, having a dream to become skinny like any other girl, and hardly able to do 2 push-ups, then discovering CrossFit and making your way to the podium despite a series of injuries. Shoulder blade pinch, a broken rib, torn anterior cruciate ligament, and then autoimmune arthritis. That's the story of Icelandic CrossFit and weightlifting wonder Sara Sigmundsdóttir, the girl whose resilience knows no limits, the girl who seeks goodness out of adversity. After securing first place in 2019 and 2020 CrossFit Open, and in several regional competitions including 2021 Dubai CrossFit Competition, Sara Sigmundsdóttir, the high-spirited athlete, has continued to astonish her fans by training without caring about injuries. However, the foodie kid Sara had never thought of becoming a professional athlete. Even till her teens, her entire life revolved around going to school, coming home, and eating her favorite food, pizza. It was at the age of 17 that she found herself failing to meet those typical beauty standards. She felt unconfident to win the heart of some handsome boyfriend. That's when she entered weight training to look beautiful. At that point, the Icelandic ethos helped her out when she started training at the gym. And then, her family values, especially positive thinking as taught by her father, helped her raise a professional athlete. In Sara's words, "My dad is one of my biggest role models. He has showed me that through hard work and resilience you can achieve so many things. Whenever he would make a decision, he would stick to it. He finishes what he starts. So now if I start something, I finish it." This is the reason, unsurprisingly, soon after starting weight training, Sara found a purpose as her muscles reacted to weight training. Her physical changes motivated her to the extent that she started working harder to become a professional athlete. That's because she was becoming fit by making small achievements, one after another. The journey that started from inspiring a boyfriend transformed into discovering inner potential and choosing an athletic career with total commitment.
I started training when I was 17 to find a boyfriend, and I ended up finding a career.
Her scoreboard is evidence of the Ice Girl's self-commitment. Look at her achievements. In 2013, she was ranked 427. It was a perfect moment when one should decide to quit and go somewhere else. In 2014, Sara came again to rank herself at the 75th position. It was like every day of her past year training, she leveled herself one rank up. Then came the iconic years 2015 and 2016 when Sara stood at the podium. Then, in 2017, she was ranked in 4th position. Unfortunately, she had to withdraw from the 2018 CrossFit Open. Yet later on, till 2023, she has been appearing in CrossFit Open individual competitions like a true fighter. She has been the 2019 and 2020 CrossFit Open winner. Then, more amazingly, she won the Dubai CrossFit Championship, a competition with entirely different workouts that the athletes had been doing previously.
We had flying push-ups and jump squats and deck squats, and so it was a weird or different event.
For example, the reverse chest bar hit her chin.
And also reverse chest to bars. Of course, my first chest to bar, I hit my chin.
So, what has fueled her entire journey? Her passion for getting better than her previous self and finding fun within the game, although it became tough and more challenging with every passing year.
I just loved CrossFit so much 2015, and I loved to work hard. My body was working with me and everything, and then you go on some bumpy roads.
Then comes her belief that you can achieve anything through the hard work that it requires, even if you're not an athletic person. Along with these, she blends her incredible self-control so that she can train consistently without caring for time and weather and gain her signature strength. These things make her always smile, like James Sprague.
And I think that when you put your mind to something, when you put the hard work in, you can go wherever you want. And I'm the proof of that.
Does Sara Sigmundsdóttir's CrossFit journey seem as cheery as her personality is? You might think of Sara's career as smooth sailing until you learn about the physical setbacks that she faced. These are her injuries, which were enough to end anyone's career. But for Sara, they became the foundation stones for her victories. She achieved her frightening health and fitness goals by breaking them into small challenges. Every time, when fate surprised her with a new injury, she thought about the worst possible thing that could happen to her instead. Her attitude helped her to heal and reappear in the game. For instance, just after 3 years of podium success during her 2018 CrossFit Open competitions, Sarah had a shoulder blade pinch. The pain kept on worsening until she discovered it was her rib broken into half. But she kept on hiding it like any CrossFit athlete while pushing to bear the pain threshold.
And it's amazing what CrossFit does to you is that you have a specific pain threshold.
Finally, she had to accept it. As she revealed her pain to her coach, he gave her the best advice of listening to her body, leaving the competition, and stopping pushing harder. On her way to Iceland, she kept throwing and feeling the most helpless as no one even helped carry her luggage. After all, she was looking like the fittest woman.
Like I couldn't even lift my bags or anything, and nobody would even help me. I don't know why I was asking people to help me, and they just like looked at me. They're like, "Oh, you're fit, you can do it yourself."
Reaching home, her doctor suspected that she had a herniated disc. The possibility of a herniated disc was totally devastating for Sarah. It could mean a full stop to her career, but as the tests revealed it, she embraced her adversity as the best news she could ever have. It was only a broken rib, not a herniated disc, contrary to her expectations.
And then we saw the rib, and it was just broken in half from overtraining and not recovering enough.
She waited for the recovery, but during this recovery period, she didn't settle in the bed. Instead, she opted for smart training to help her recover and become stronger at the same time. Thanks to her smart recovery, she was able to reappear in the 2019 and 2020 CrossFit Open competitions. During this healing period, she realized that CrossFit, which just started out of fun, was now going to become a road full of bumps. The next turning point came in 2020. A real nightmare threatened Sarah. Maybe her career was going to end literally. She got a tear in her anterior cruciate ligament when she was attempting a jerk. Sarah had no choice except to quit again from her major competition. Now, the unrelenting Sarah was in new competition with herself. She had to go through another rehabilitation period. First, she had surgery. Then she had to wait for recovery following a unique training regime of training her upper body. She fueled this period with the same spirit she had for CrossFit. She perceived her injuries as nature's call to work on building her endurance.
I needed to get injured to work on my biggest weakness, which is endurance, and it's going to help me later on. Maybe not this year, but definitely next year.
After a 7-month and 28-day struggle, she was ready to appear in the Dubai CrossFit competition. Let's wonder what helped her win this competition. Was it her previous training alone? No. It was Sarah's iconic spirit and mindset that helped her win all the unique and tough workouts of the Dubai competition. Everything seemed to be going smoothly. Fans were just falling in love with her positive vibes. She kept on building over 1 million Instagram followers till the year 2024. But something was fishy. Despite training at the gym, Sarah was often off from CrossFit majors. What happened next then? Sarah dropped a bombshell on her fans. She was withdrawing from the 2024 competition. She had autoimmune disease. That's why she had been dealing with reactive arthritis for the past 3 years. The condition was rooted in her anterior cruciate ligament surgery. The surgery was initially a success, and Sarah was able to appear in the Dubai CrossFit competition too. But 8 months later, she found that her body rejected the graft, triggering arthritis symptoms. As she stated, "Sustained a nasty cut on my shin, which resulted in an infection that I carried for a while without knowing it. This sent my immune system into overload, and from there, the condition emerged." That's why she wasn't able to compete to her fullest in the 2022 competition and ended up as a last chance qualifier. Can you think of her as a giving up sort of girl? No way! No matter if her treatment choices work or if she has to craft her route to recovery, you'll see her emerging on the CrossFit scene again. Her unique motivation and mindset are her armor. She has a true athletic spirit that motivates her to compete against her own self. She has never thought to beat others, but keeps pushing her physical limits. Each day, whether healthy or facing an injury, she focuses on small wins. She keeps on improving her techniques by staying focused. If she can't train lower body, she focuses on her upper body. Then she has her secret magic spell that keeps her moving. It's her love for her family and zest for living a family-centered life. Her father is that iconic figure who instilled a winning mindset in her, seeking light out of every disappointment. Then she has her mother's mantra of never back down from adversity. These are the reasons why Sarah feels proud, declaring her love for having a pure family life after retirement from CrossFit. She wants a big family, her dogs, an easy job, and no gym life.
I want to have a big family, and I want to have a normal job, or I don't want to be in a gym the rest of my life.
No matter what comes next, you can't help but affirm that Sarah's mindset towards her success and setbacks is inspiring. You won't find her talking a lot about her trials. She always inspires others by sharing her gym sessions and saying positive things. You can see her doing her workouts as if some divine force is helping her without making her compromise on her smiling face. That force she might name a Marcus always saves her. She believes that an invisible force, maybe her positive energy, makes her focus on her continuous physical improvements instead of what she couldn't do. And it also saves her from the worst possibles.
I think there's a ghost that follows me everywhere, and I've named him Marcus.
Marcus?
Yeah, I do not know why, but his name is Marcus.
What happens that makes you think you have a ghost?
Some weird things have happened, some things that I should not be lucky about, that almost going into a car accident and it stops 5 centimeters from a cliff or.
The same positive attitude gives her the courage to remain transparent about her struggles with injuries and health and enjoy training while listening to her physical needs. That's why her fans are in love with her and return to her for seeking the same motivation. So this was the journey of CrossFit icon Sarah Sigmundsdottir. Her decade-long extraordinary survival on the CrossFit scene is a clear reflection of her mindset. Her philosophy of self-improvement is purely inspiring. It's kind of the motivation that you need to succeed in life without stressing yourself and undergoing mental breakdowns. If you liked Sarah's success recipe, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. More amazing CrossFit content is in your way.